So today is a special day because we've got the new cards, and I'd love you to check out her station, Tasha's Divine Guidance. Um, I found her through her name, Tasha, because my daughter's name is Tasha. And then I was listening to Divinely Guided Tarot with Angel, and so this said Tasha's Divine Guidance, and that's how I found her. And I did get a reading from her about a year ago, and everything was great in the reading. The only thing that hasn't appeared yet is the mission partner, of course, because nobody knows that divinely timed project or assignment. And so I would suggest you check out her channel. She's beautiful. She believes in Mother Mary and the Rosary like me. She believes in Jesus. She reads cards, even though it's hard to read cards when the world thinks that it's evil, but we ignore them. Okay, so when I opened this deck, I didn't do anything to it except for look at the bottom card. And then I put them back in the deck, and then I prayed about it. And the bottom card is sleeping with the enemy. Okay, now I didn't look at any other cards, and this is the bottom of the deck. Now I want to bring this up because I asked St. Michael last night before I went to bed to clarify. Okay, because as of yesterday's video, you've all learned that I don't sleep with anyone except my cat, and my cat is not the enemy. Okay, so what he wanted me to explain to you is that yesterday's video is really important for the world to hear. It did get a lot of watches too, which is good because it was very good for the world to hear. When we're sleeping with people, not married, and just banging in the parking lot, it's really sleeping with the enemy. Okay, and we're not going to get into all that. Okay, because not only physically can it screw you up, spiritually it screws you up. Okay, but I'm not here to talk about your sex life, but I am here to tell you that somebody is definitely sleeping with their enemy. Okay, and they need to stop. And also, for those of you that are not sleeping with anyone and haven't been, be careful, because the enemy can come in, and that would be a way he could get you. And I'll give you an example. I had a dream last night and the night before, I think it was, about a certain person, and this person is my friend, my soulmate. It could even be my mission partner. I'm not sure. But the point is that we're very physically attracted to each other. And, so we like to kiss and we like to have fun. But you have to be really careful that you don't go backwards into the matrix. So 5D and higher, you don't exchange body fluids from the neck down, okay? And so we want to be very careful that when we do find our mission partner, we stay on track, okay? Now, that shouldn't be hard for me because I did that with my last mission partner, as you heard in the last video, for 20 years, okay? For 20 years. The first 5 years, were different, but once I got rid of alcohol and really devoted myself to know nothing in my body, then of course that's that story. So we have to be very careful not to go backwards. And that means with anything, drinking, cigarettes, some of us have went backwards on their eating. And eating isn't as bad because, as I say, it's not what goes in somebody's mouth, it's what comes out that defiles a man. But, we just have to be careful. So don't go backwards, I guess is what I'm trying to say with sleeping with the enemy. Okay? Now, I haven't looked at any of these cards, and they want me to take one card at a time, and they want me to go off the top. So, happiness, joy, and emotional fulfillment. So, obviously, if we're going to achieve this, then everything I just said has to happen. Happiness, joy, emotional fulfillment, okay? And that's what, in this dream, that's what I was having with this person, with no sex, obviously. And my whole last 25 years, 20 years, has been a wonderful emotional happiness fulfillment. And I want to keep going forward, okay? Then we have loss of job, fired. So somebody's going to get fired. And right now, I told you I was kind of like the Apprentice show where everybody's getting fired. And what that means is that new people can come in. We're attracting our soul tribe. So you may be a boss and you may be doing the firing, okay? But it's definitely time to change the guards, is what I'm hearing. Okay? Light worker, healer, empath. And that's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on being a light worker, an empath, and a healer. And those are the people we want to stick with. We don't want to stick with the people that are toxic. Then we have success, abundance, and stability. And that's where we're headed. Okay? So our hard work will pay off and we'll become stable with our new crew. And that's like me. I am a California real estate broker and I am independent, but I am going to be, I fired everybody in my past, right? I'm a light worker and I'm going to have success and abundance. There's the Queen of Pentacles sitting on her throne, right? So I will be attracting new people. So if you're in California and you're into real estate, then maybe you should contact me because that's my profession. Okay, so we've got air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Now, I don't do astrology, but you may. So this may be important to you. To me, when I hear about air signs, I just think of breathing. I think about how thankful we are to have the air we breathe. Because a lot of people, they cannot breathe and they have passed over. My mission partner couldn't breathe, and his sister not too long ago passed away because they couldn't breathe. So I always think of that. Okay? Underneath the loss of job, fired, we have new job and career. So whoever's getting fired will get their new job, the one they're supposed to have, and the people that are firing will get the new help in. So just what we said, and there's the card to back it up. Isn't that neat? Divine masculine. Yep, high vibration emperor. Okay, so that's underneath the happiness, joy, and fulfillment is when you get your partner. And again, it can be a job, it can be a child, it can be a twin, it can be a friend, okay? But it's going to complete this cycle, okay? It's going to complete that cycle. Some of you already have your divine spouse, already has her divine spouse. Well, it's just going to get better. It's just going to get better. And she may be finding a new career or a new job. She may be doing some firing. She just moved. Okay, and under the light worker, healer, empath is believe in miracles because a miracle will soon happen in your life. So if you're going to stay being a light worker, a healer, and an empath, staying away from sleeping with the enemy, okay, staying away from drugs and alcohol, you got a miracle coming. And what I'm drawn to is that in the background, it's the divine masculine. So once again, it's backing up what I just said about that completion. We want that completion. Everybody wants completion. It just might not be a twin flame. It might be something else that's going to complete you. Okay? Like I'm seeing a horse and a buggy. Without the buggy, or without the horse, the buggy just sits there. But if you bring the horse to the buggy, okay? I also channeled a song today. I still got to put it on my playlist. 10 years after, Change the World. What an awesome song, back from the 70s, I believe. And, you know, a lot of these bands are just so good. And if you said, do you remember the band 10 years after? I didn't even remember them, okay? But I remembered the song. So check out the song Change the World by 10 Years After. Okay, underneath your success and your abundance and your stability is the tower. Because remember I said we had to fire, hire, we had to get fired, we had to change our friends. So underneath your success, abundance, and stability, there has to be a tower moment. And that's a sudden change is what I'm getting. Not so much destruction of anything, but it could be, you know, who knows? Your business could burst into flames like the towers did, right? All them people didn't get to go back to work. But I'm feeling more of a sudden change. Something's going to suddenly change. Like with me, I did a drastic flip, and I left a certain group that I was going to be in to go a different way. And that's what I said yesterday. I don't have to explain myself, but a tower moment happened. A sudden change of thinking happened. And you don't owe anybody any explanation because you are the leader of your own ship. And yeah, I mean spaceship. Okay, so now we're going back to sleeping with the enemy, and we're at a loop now. Okay, so we're gonna end it soon, and I got the player card. So that totally makes sense. See how that came right back around? And thank you, St. Michael, because I asked you for clarification last night. So a player, there's a player in your energy, or you're playing, one of the two, but it has to stop. So if you're playing around and you're not acting 5D and higher, then you're not going to get all this great stuff. It's not going to happen. You can get your sexually transmitted diseases, and you can get your unwanted pregnancies, and you can get your herpes and all your viruses, okay? But the player energy is also don't get played. It's hard when you like somebody not to go all the way. Remember, we used to call it first base, second base, third base, fourth base, right? Stay on first base. I don't see nothing wrong with kissing, but stay away from the rest of it. Don't let the player energy take away everything that you've came here for. We had the purity card yesterday. Not everybody can say they fit into a purity card. Very, very A+ energy. Okay, so we're right back to sleeping with the enemy and player card, and you saw everything in between. If you didn't, rewind, rewatch, re-listen. Very important. So Thank you, Tasha, for your cards. And tomorrow, or next time I use these cards, I shouldn't say tomorrow, next time I use these cards, we'll shuffle them really good. Right now, he wanted me to take the bottom card and the top 11 cards here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can take one more just out of the fun of it. Ooh, a new home. So somebody's going to be moving, somebody's going to get their new home, and it's all because of what you're doing. If you keep doing what you're doing, then you're going to keep going up, up, up. So I would like a new home, or I'm going to redo my home, one of the two. Either way, it's going to be new. And there's the card. If I stay on my path, I'm going to get my new home. And my spaceship, who knows? Maybe I can just live there full time. But who knows? New home. New means we don't know. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and put these back in the box. And we will bring them out again. And when we bring them out again, we'll shuffle them all up. And we'll use them just like we normally do. But that was the introduction to Tasha's Divine Guidance cards. Thank you so much. And yes, yesterday they did celebrate the Virgin Mary Day. I don't celebrate any holidays anymore, but of course, if the world's going to honor her yesterday, of course, I said a few rosaries for her. But every day is Virgin Mary Day. So, Miss Mystic here, I say thank you for watching.